Thyroid and fibroids. Look at that. I want to tell you something. One of the safest things to do, or one of the best things to begin with, is to understand the deficit to which we are living. We are in a deficit of life. We're not in the optimum level. We are at a deficit. Why? Okay. I am a black man, they said. I'm an African. I'm not a Chinese. I'm not an Eskimo. Neither am I a white person. I am an African. Being that it is so, there is a food that was removed from our diet that was necessary to maintain throughout the years. Once we violate that cosmic law and order, you will be in a deficit from then onwards. Every animal, every bird, every plant, every human being has an affinity for a certain mineral. Like if, for instance, if you want to strengthen your bones, you have to go to the ocean. Why? Seamoss. Why seamoss? Because the active ingredient is what? Calcium. Am I right?
You're right.
Okay. But if you use that same science, cosmic science, the gorilla and the polar bear, do they eat the same food? No. The burdock doesn't eat calcium. He eats what? Iron. So when they remove us from Africa, they remove our diet. Our bodies begin to deteriorate. And we are not making any effort to reconstruct that again. That is where I am spending most of my time to show if we could help to restore that which has been lost. All of this thing that we ask for, like reparation and slavery and mean absolutely nothing. The most important thing right now, and should be priority, is our health. The restructuring, reconstructing the level of our health. Once we have accomplished that, the insanity that exists among us will begin to diminish, because there is a state of disease, mental disease among us.
Inflammation in the brain.
We will hurt each other. We are compelled to do it. Not that we want to do it. We are compelled to do it because they have interfered with our electromagnetic system. Another thing I would like to say, that I survived to do this service to my race and to humanity only because I wanted to restore the health of my people that I saw that no one was addressing.
Wow.
You know, but that's okay. It wasn't the fault of the leaders. They just didn't see it. They didn't know. I was asked by Rock Newman
I watched
in
that
an
show.
interview.
I watched it.
And I said that the black American leaders were not interested in the health of the black race. Not that they were not interested. I didn't mean it to be received that way, that they didn't care. They just didn't know. Because they, the leaders, also became victims of disease like all the rest of us. So, I don't know how many people have asked me about that statement that I made. Not that the black leadership hate black people, no. I doubt that. One of the things that I begin to see, and it began in 1970 with the Pavlovian puppy. They have made us into a Pavlovian puppy. Why they are not helping, why they are not recognizing, they should not. Let us break it into parts. The pharmaceutical laboratories are not supposed to address a condition that affects black folks. That's not their business. To say that they should address things that relates to us is to say that they are benevolent, is to say that they are good people. If that is so, why did you took me away from the land where God placed me? Knowing that that was a violation. Then you fed me starch and blood. So, you have shown that you have very little concern for the existence of black people. That is the pharmaceutical laboratories. They are not supposed to be concerned with our health condition. Now, as we leave the pharmaceutical laboratory, which is not their business, we are not the business of the pharmaceutical laboratories because we are not their property. We are not the property of the white man. We are not the property of the Chinese. We are not the property of anybody. We are our own property. But we have not addressed that. 80% of the leaders in America eat pork meat. 20% of them eat lamb. But those that eat lamb feel that they are superior to the pork eater. Not so. Not so. You're making a big mistake. The lamb has more poison than any pork. So, who is it left to do? To do the work. Who is left to do the work? You, the black woman. We have not tapped into the black woman. All we have done is to lead her. To lead her. To control her. Why? I don't know. Some fear. Because when they met us, we didn't even have clothes on. The Arabs came and put clothes on us and religion, and then the European came and gave us another religion and language and clothes too. Well, enough is enough. We didn't look at the right place for the answers. Have you ever seen cubs following daddy? So why do you women let men lead you? That's a violation. Anytime, look, it is a Sinvitus dance. It's a crazy ritual. When you see a man leading woman, hey bro, you came out of one. You came out of a woman's vagina. How could you be better than her? So,
he has it, y'all.
Whenever you see a black woman following a black man as her leader, they both have lost it. He lost it because he is disrespectful. He is being disrespectful. Nature does not show that. The woman, by not being acquainted with the laws of life, she gonna follow this man thinking that he have the answer. Man, he needs help. There was a young man in Washington named Nazar Moyo.
Nazar Moyo, okay.
His teeth were yellow. His nails were yellow. His skin was yellow.
Jaundice?
Everything was yellow.
Okay.
And he was swollen.
Wow.
I knew of an herb that the Mexican people uses, and it is very effective.
That's for his liver, you feel? Was that his liver?
Specializes for the liver.
Thank you. So
They call it a boldo. B-O-L-D-O. And I discovered an herb called Cenizo de Monterrey.
okay.
That is effective.